Hey everyone, my name is Titanic and welcome back to the episode of Titancraft Season 10. Today is a very special episode, not because we're working on the Nether Hub again, but because we are officially tying our daily streak from Season 5. It is episode 106, day 106. I have not missed an episode, which means tomorrow, if all goes well, the daily streak is going to become a record on this channel, and I cannot wait. How long this record run's going to last, I'm not really sure yet. I kind of have a few ideas of where I've said for a while I want to go to at least 150. How far beyond 150 we'll go is kind of up in the air still, but
you're on the Nether Hub, right?
Yeah.
Frick, that's why there's no Wither skeletons here.
Oof.
Like,
But
I thought one other person on the Nether Hub wouldn't be bad, but
it shuts down wither skeleton spawns.
Everything. I've gone here once when someone was traveling to the end, and there was basically no pigment here.
Alright, Ducky made quite a bit of progress on here already. Okay, so
yeah, he made a lot.
Basically today we're just gonna work on eating up some more of the Nether Hub, seeing what we can get done. It'll probably be a shorter episode because I don't really want to spend as much time today digging. I'm kind of tired. I have a lot of other stuff to get done, but I want to make sure the day the streak stays alive. Obviously, I like to switch things up pretty soon. Maybe the next episode would work on something else besides digging out the Nether, because digging out the Nether every episode gets a little bit boring after a while. Not just for you, the people watching, but especially for me. Like, I can't do this every day. Oh, that's a pit of doom. Okay.
Okay, so if you're gonna do that, then I guess I can quartz mine near the fortresses.
What really somebody needs to do the entire group a favor and go through on this lower level of the Nether Hub though, and anytime there's a hole, fill it in with a block that cannot be blown up or anything.
Slash fill.
No, we're not using slash fill.
Just slash fill the whole thing. Fixed it.
That's like a Titancraft Season 1 kind of solution. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's, well, I know it's not a secret that we use creative quite a few times to do stuff in the earlier seasons, especially towards the end. In the early part, we were usually pretty legit, and as we got later and later, we got cheatier and cheatier. And, like, to finish Ship's base, and because his castle was so badly unfinished, I used slash fill, because it was just way too big for him to ever finish. And I went through with slash fill and did a whole bunch of stuff, including, I think I put glass on top of it, and a bunch of other stuff to make sure mob spawns couldn't occur. Like, I went insane trying to make sure that thing was finished up.
Well, I'm doing some course mining, and actually not realizing it. Scaffolding would be really nice right about now.
Yeah.
But I think that it'll catch on fire. Sometimes that factor would be real nice. But that's it, we need fireproof. We need the new nether wood to be fireproof.
Yeah. Add nether wood, make it flammable.
We kind of have nether wood, but can't make it flammable.
Be the dumbest idea ever.
But wait a minute, how does that work? Because scaffolding isn't made out of wood.
It's
So the whole scaffolding part wouldn't work because it's made of bamboo.
Bamboo is a type of wood, so I mean.
I know, but you make it with bamboo, not sticks.
Yeah, wait, what are you talking about the technicality of right now?
Scaffolding crafting recipe. It's made of bamboo.
I mean, technically, though, bamboo is even though in Minecraft it's not called wood, in technicality, bamboo is a piece of wood. So.
Yes, but do you make it out of sticks?
No.
Exactly.
But did you make sticks trying to make bamboo, or what did you do? I'm confused.
You can make sticks out of bamboo.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a good way of getting rid of a bunch of your bamboo. You got way too much.
Oh, I should have done that when I kept getting bamboozled in Season 9. Oh my god, I was bamboozled like 10 times in the space of a month. Oh my god.
And it was all by different people.
Yeah, I'm trying to think who all bamboozled me. Let's see. I think Win started, and then after I bamboozled Zombie on one of my episodes. I was in his base laughing, and all of a sudden he comes in, he's like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Bamboozled. You've been bamboozled." And we both started laughing at it. And then I get back from my weekend, and that was the first time my entire island was covered in bamboo. That was the first of like, I don't actually, what's my entire island that time? Because they did my entire island once. They did just my starter house once. They did the inside of my big house once. They kept doing different styles. I know that one day PD came on and he cleaned it up for me. And then PD always expected a payment. And I'm like, PD, you did this voluntarily. And I never promised a payment. And I don't know, and you won't tell me what you want. Except the one time he wanted 5 mending books. I'm like, PD, you're breaking bamboo. If you think that's worth 5 mending books, I'm sorry, you're out of your damn mind. And then he never gave me a better gift. And then he went out, and then he just
Don't
basically
worry,
fell to the face
so
of
that
the
would
earth.
be 20 Titan cash.
Yeah, and it's, yeah.
He's basically saying, cough up 20 Titan cash.
Yeah. Though I got so mad, like I kept yelling at everyone because when you get after the 5th time it happened, I just lost my patience for it. I'm like, you people need to knock this off.
It's a joke at first, but then don't do it 50 times.
Well, yeah, because my sword's durability. I had to eat up my sword's durability, fill my inventory. Oh, it's just a
You
mess.
didn't just buy a sword from the village.
And it was also during a time when I needed to make episodes of working getting towards episode 115, but I didn't really want to record. And so when I'm already working with a tight schedule to record, and I get on, I had to spend 20 minutes cleaning up bamboo. That doesn't help my motivation
Wait,
to
that's
play.
how much it was?
What?
It took you like 20 minutes to clean it up.
Well, yeah, it takes for freaking ever. You can't. It's not like other things that you can use a water bucket to destroy. You have to manually break it, and so I had to go around with my sword. And then when they cover like the entire base area, it would take like 20.
Oh, it's the entire freaking. Oh yeah, I forgot how big that area is.
Yeah, they did that, or they even just around the area of my house. And it took forever to clean up. I had to try to get rid of some of the items.
If
And
it was just around like my house, that wouldn't be that bad. Because that's probably like a minute or two, not even.
oh, yeah, I got so upset at them. I'm like, you people.
But yeah, buying a sword from a villager would have been more helpful. I'd rather break those diamond swords than I would my own.
Oh man. By the way, I have camera log and mined a ton of netherrack, so we're never catching up to him in the mine netherrack statistic until we go build a bunch of stuff of our own, which we could still catch up to Ducky, but that means in order to catch up to Ducky, we had to basically play whenever he's not on and just keep digging.
Well, yeah, since I can't farm at the freaking fortress and shit, I'm just going around near the fortress and mining.
Actually, can you pull up netherrack mine? I want to see where the board says.
It's like 130 something.
Yeah, I know. My audience needs to see this though. Because logging went insane last night.
Oh, it's netherrack time to find that. I mine netherrack.
God dang.
He was about 5,000 more than everyone else combined, but now with a couple extra thousand, I think he's barely above everyone combined.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, pretty much out of the 130,000, a little over 100,000 comes from just 2 people.
Yeah.
3.
What's funny though is out of logging's 135,000, 124,000 of that was dug out in literally the span of about 30 hours. And that's not like he was digging that entire time, of course. But I mean,
the funny thing is, he's trying to beat us about 100,000, a little over 100,000. It's just us two.
yeah, I mean,
Which is it's kind of weird, but in the grand scheme of things, it kind of shows how little everyone else is combined.
I mean, yeah, of course I haven't advertised the
that
Nether Hub that much either. And I will admit, part of the reason I haven't advertised the digging of the Nether Hub too much is I'm afraid that if I advertise it, people are gonna come in the Nether and mess it up. And so at the moment, it's in the stage where until I get to like some firm building patterns that I can say everybody do this. Of course, usually digging's one of the things I'm like, oh, people can't mess it up. And then I learned in season 9 that people can mess up a Nether Hub even at its most basic level. And I'm like, you know what?
I'm sorry.
You're not the only one.
Well, I didn't know how you actually set up a Nether Hub.
I thought you knew, and so that was part of my fault. I just sent you in there thinking you knew what to do when you didn't. Lucky for you, the boat boy was nice, and after you messed up your tunnel anyways, I spent like 4 hours late at night fixing it just for you.
No, it's because I swapped the coordinates.
Yeah,
I didn't just dig it wrong, but I swapped the coordinates.
Oh, I know, and again, I felt so bad for you because I had basically ruined my plan for the Woodland Mansion raid portal just like 2 weeks prior to that. And that's why I was so willing to do all that rebuilding for you, because I'm like, I just did this myself. And speaking of which, we're nearing the wood. I shouldn't spoil it, but I'm thinking we're gonna do the mansion fairly soon. So keep your eyes peeled. I haven't decided exactly when, but I kind of have in my head when I want to do it, and we'll see if I can make it a thing. And the only spoiler is 1.11 is a very, very good guess as to 1.11, the Woodland Mansion's release update, has some hints towards when I would choose to do the mansion raid. So if that riddle is up to you and you can solve that riddle, have fun. Anyways, we're gonna keep obliterating all of this netherrack.
Yeah, you're obliterating netherrack, and I've mined about 4 stacks of quartz. Not like actual quartz, but like ore.
Yeah, I need to go through this nether and just like empty the nether out of quartz at some point.
Because I already mined like a stack or two of like before I had fire at the beginning of the season into blocks, and I'm like, wait a minute, what if I need to make a crap load of observers? Or if I need to do something else with quartz? All of it will be into blocks. I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah, no, I'm finally starting to take the time to mine the quartz that I see sitting around.
Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, I took the ones you and Logan did not take the time to.
Even though most of the ones that were left behind were by me, because I think Logan was taking the quartz, so it was just
he
me.
was taking some of them. I saw him skip like one or two, but he took pretty much all of it.
It wasn't me who was just blatantly too lazy.
Yeah. I took it. Now I'm just.
I almost had a pigman.
It's the one thing I like about Netherroot. It's really easy to find some quartz. But it's very annoying to grab. Pretty easy to find quartz in there, but it's grabbing the quartz.
I love without knowing what I'm doing. Like, imagine Hinchon right now, just seeing my mine statistic go up that quickly.
I don't think without context, he's wondering what the frick is going on. Why are you mining so much netherrack?
Although Hinchon's been in the nether hub a lot recently, he knows what's up.
Yeah.
He knows we're digging this sucker out. God, though, the number of pigmen down here is unbearable.
Hey, so who needs a donut?
Yeah. Oh, just
yeah, I'm not even there, too.
It just occurred to me how annoying it's going to be when we had to build the floor of this nether hub. And we had to constantly deal with the fact that pigmen are going to be standing in the way.
You might as well just shoot them.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a way of killing the pigmen off. Probably by I don't know. Maybe my idea of doing a giant spleef game is even a worse idea than I first thought.
It sounds really stupid. But what if I were to make a village, like a normal village, and get like 1 billion iron golems stored up, and then send them all into the nether hub?
I don't know. I mean, the most effective way, I think, to avoid gas spawns being too insane as well is we're going to, as we break the top layer now that separates the 2 layers of the nether hub, that's going to eventually be glass, break that, immediately place in the floor tiles on the very bottom level, and then they get the glass in so nothing can spawn above. Because that'll shut off the spawning there. Like, the fact that glass can do that for us is so helpful.
Yeah, but do you know how many pigmen will spawn below us then?
I mean, that's part of the reason though I only have a 1 block gap between the map and the glass, so that way, piggies, once we start placing stuff in, piggies
won't be spawning inside of the freaking map.
Yeah, they won't be getting in the way there either. They're just gonna be, that means we're gonna force the pigmen to spawn literally everywhere else in the nether hub. Or not the nether hub, but in the nether.
You can find, and maybe if they can load it in the bottom.
Or it also, actually, the nether tunnels themselves might have some issues.
There's gonna be a lot of them in there. That's why I'm saying, for part of the nether tunnels closer, we either need to have buttons or glass.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, obviously buttons on the ice, but...
I mean, yeah, I don't know what would be a better design. Probably,
actually, I
think
have
buttons.
an idea.
I think buttons would be a lot cheaper.
What if we put buttons on the blue ice, and then on the sides we make it 2 blocks deep?
But then if you fall off, like if you're just casually running, it's annoying.
Oh, sure.
Unless we really, have they, okay, stupid question, but I haven't paid attention to the I haven't really paid that much attention to the snapshot. Are there netherrack slabs yet?
No.
Because if they add netherrack slabs, what we really could do is for the tunnels, off to the side of the packed ice, run a slab path on each side. Because then nothing can spawn on those.
That makes stuff so much easier, especially because how much netherrack we have.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm just wondering if there's going to be a block that we can get a lot of very easily, instead of going out and mining a quarry again. Of course, we probably only need to dig out 1 or 2 chunks to get enough stone if we want to use stone. But stone would look so off in the nether. Which is why I'd prefer to use...
we want a nether brick, but that would take a lot of smelting time.
I mean, we could do that.
I've been wither skeleton farming a bunch. I mean, at least I can use the blaze rods for something.
I thought you were going to say the coal.
Yeah, the coal too. I've gotten.
Or you know what'd be even smarter yet? Build an auto smelter in the nether, above one of the lava oceans, and just start draining the ocean of lava. Because if you're gonna smelt that many items, I mean, you can literally smelt a stack and a half of items per lava bucket. So I mean, it's a really cheap source of energy.
Yeah, so we
for
just built
smelting.
chest upon chest of netherrack and chest upon a couple chests of buckets.
Yeah, you could that would go a long ass ways. Let's see. All right. What's the recording time at? 15 minutes. We'll kind of wrap it up here in the next few minutes here. So I mean, obviously, I don't think it's much denying that there's a long way to go on this sucker, and that's okay for us. I mean,
At least digging, we're almost done.
yeah, I don't want to say we're almost done though, because in reality, we have so far to go yet. That I mean, we're about at this point. Why am I playing a playlist? I want to get the clear board. At this point, we're about, I would say, a reasonable estimate based on what we kind of agreed on the other day. We're about halfway done with digging.
Oh.
Because we had to finish the rest of the bottom layer here. We have, above, we want to dig out an extra layer of headspace for the main nether hub, and then we had to dig out the ceiling tiles. We had to dig out the barrier now that's going to lay between the two layers. And also, we're going to have to dig out the edges a little bit more, because technically, right now, the dimensions of the nether, the outer edges, are currently bound to where the edge of the map is, but technically, we're going to have to push these walls back, probably 2 blocks, or for sure 1, maybe 2, depending on how I make the dynamic edges. I don't know how I'll do the edging yet. We'll figure that out later down the line once I actually get to designing. Oh, is this Hintron space area? Oh, it is. Yeah, that's kind of neat.
Oh, there's another fortress right next to this fortress. I didn't see this. I was mining around the nether fortress, and with invisible chunks, I see a little bit of a fortress poking out from another area.
Yeah. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up for this episode 106. I can't believe we already made it to the end of the record day. The fact that we're tied with record day this week, even though I feel like I remember season 5 streak feeling a lot longer than this one has been. It's like this has really flown by, and so I'm very excited to see how far. Now, do I think? Okay, I will admit, do I think we're gonna get to double this? No, and that is solely because based on my current timeline of plans, I had to abandon the daily streak to follow my plan, and so it'll break before episode 200. I'll tell you that much. It just barely, possibly, or we'll probably go to almost daily, but I gotta skip a few episodes here and there. I guess actually I'll just say, because if you get a calendar out, you would find that July 22nd, Titancraft's birthday, is the 204th day of the year, and I really want to upload episode 200 on the group's anniversary, so I'll probably skip somewhere along the line, probably sometime during the summer, I'll skip 4 episodes, or 4 days, and line myself up. I'll probably save the last skip until right before, though, just to make sure that I'm absolutely not, in case I actually have an emergency day that I miss, that at least I have a backup plan. But anyways, that's gonna do it for today, so I hope you enjoyed. Here, we'll get through the loud nether portal stuff, so I don't think you had to hear. Alright, anyways, on that note, have yourselves a great day. This has been Titanic, and we will see you guys in the next episode of Titancraft Season 10. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Bye-bye.